Hello. How's everybody doing? Welcome in. Hi, Carrot. I see you popping in, grabbing your check-in. Happy second Friday. Hope you're doing well. We are on day 4 of Outer Wilds. And we're just going to get right into it. And I am going to remember to switch my scene. You all may notice that there's a bit of a different... Well, you can't really see on this screen because this is still effectively the same screen. But we have new overlays. I got some new panels. I got this lovely set of overlays off of VGen. And actually, we're going to give a quick shout out to the artist. Make sure I remember their Twitch username. Yeah, all one word. Very excited to finally have something that's a little bit more personal to my channel. It is something that is available for just anybody to purchase. You could purchase it and use it for your own stream. I did make some layout modifications with permission from the artist. So today, we are looking at the Hourglass Twins. These planets right over here. We've had quite a few references to the Hourglass Twins in our, so that one's for Giants Deep. This is, yep, that's that probe. But here we are, the Ash Twin Project. So we've had references to the Ash Twin, we've had references to the Ember Twin. And let's see, which one are we going with to start with? And I don't want to push to explore too much more of Brittle Hollow because I feel like a lot of that might have a bit of late game exploration that we should do a little bit more exploring off planet first, I think. Yep, here we go. We've got a quantum signal coming from somewhere on the Hourglass Twins. Giants Deep. So we seem to have two goals here. One is this quantum moon that supposedly has not been explored by any other space traveler in the past, at least of the Hearthians. Yeah, so I think maybe Ash Twin first. Let's go with Ash Twin first. And we'll see what we find. The bright red moon, that's Brittle Hollow. Got this out here, Dark Bramble. That'll be interesting when we get there. I'll bet that's related to the plant that has landed on our planet. Here. Good old Timber Hearth. No name. Here we go. This is where we're going. So we've got the quantum moon, and then we have this voice that we're trying to locate. Understand. In Brittle Hollow, they built a whole shrine to this voice. I am having a very hard time getting closer to this planet. We are now traveling toward the planet. It's excellent news. And something else that we learned last time, we actually had the opportunity to watch what happens when we suddenly get our reset. And it turns out our sun is collapsing. Oh, I am having a hard time with this. Oh, I am really struggling with this. Is this gonna be one of those things where I have to go around the other way and catch up to the... No, because then I'm just gonna crash into it. We're so far away. We are just as far away as we were a moment ago. Oh, this is not going well. This is going very not well. Oh, no. No! All right. We're having fun. We're having a great time. This is fine. This is fine. Oh, this is gonna be a struggle. We'll get there. We'll get there. We're not making that mistake again. We're not gonna have another stream where I just die to forgetting to put my suit on 20 times in a row. That's the Adder Rock. Yes, sun. I like that. It's just called sun. Ha! Okay, we got there. Too fast. It's fine. It's fine. We're fine, chat. We're fine. Need some minor repairs. Totally okay. See? See? All good. Alright, now let's see if there is a better spot to light. Aha. We're just right here, huh? Huh. We're not just right here. This is the way out. We will be looking for the way in. This looks concerning. How bad of an idea is this? We're kind of fine. We actually seem to be completely fine. Okay. Oh, I see trees of green. I do not see trees. I see this again. That's all we've got. Okay, we've got some flashing blue on here, so this is interesting. Definitely got gravity on this planet. What is that? Wait. Is there one on each side? So if that's the out one. Does that mean the other side is the in one? Or is this the thing I'm looking for? This is also out. Let's see, let's see. Yeah, that's not what I meant to do. But also, we found where we want to be, I think. Fine. Here we go. Alright. Watch out for cactus. That's not what I meant to do. Yeah, some time has passed since I checked in with you, Hi. How are you and Idea progressing with the sun station plans? Presently, my assessment is that our plan will either fail explosively or succeed explosively. Okay. You know I don't find that funny. Time spent away from the station will be beneficial to you both. I'm immensely interested in testing your hypothesis, Yarrow. That, at least, we can agree on. Now, curious, Remy thinks I'm a gas, and I don't recall requesting you monitor this conversation, Idea. I don't see what that state of matter you are has to do with this. I don't recall supporting the sun station's construction, but here we are. We are. Okay. Here we are, and we have a lot of cactus. Don't seem to have much way around it. Certainly... That's about to take my ship away. Can I have that back? I'd like that back, please. We're learning, chat. We're learning. Ow. Alright. This is not a safe place to be. I'm pretty sure this is carved out by the big wind tunnel that just took the ship away. So let's find a better place to land. That is a point of interest. Look, man, Acorn. I'm doing great. We're not struggling at all. Don't even worry about it. Hope you're doing well. You can't hear. Hang on, let me make sure I can hear me. Can I hear me if I turn my own volume on? Oh, yeah. Okay, so the volume's coming through stream. Alright, so what have we got here? This looks interesting. This looks very similar to that array we found on the Addle Rock that was pointing to different planets. What was up with that array? Malloy, this planet sometimes, and only sometimes, has a moon. This is also of note. It disappears if no one is watching it. Isn't that a fascinating orbital characteristic? Okay, so the quantum moon will appear over here. This is my first time encountering a natural satellite with the ability to vanish when not being watched. Study it. Or even better, we should travel there. I agree. Our first step will be determining a method to track this phantom moon so that we can always know where it is. Given its reluctance to move while consciously observed, it might be a form of macroscopic quantum mechanics. So we get the term quantum moon. Found your note, Malloy. Kindly count me among this moon's admirers. What is happening when it disappears? I doubt it ceases to exist. Does it move to another location? I believe so. Not only does the moon appear around Brittle Hollow, I can confirm it sometimes orbits Timberhearth as well. Oh. Okay. Scroll. Important. Churt's research notes. Property of Churt. Clearly the Nomai were making astronomical observations here. They chose an excellent spot. What is this big rotating device for? What was it the Nomai were observing? I'd posit there's something special about the orange symbol in that device. Hal and the new astronaut's translator tool would be nice to have handy about now. Yeah, no worries, Acorn. Just making sure my audio's not stuffed. Alright, so we're gonna check on this scroll. I say as if you can hear me now. The quantum moon locator is functioning. We have markers for each of the places the moon goes. No, not Burr. I just observed the quantum moon in orbit around the dark bramble. You have keen eyes, my friend, so this moon travels to a total of 5 locations, not 4. Oh, welcome in, Erie. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Right, you're also doing your first playthrough as well, aren't you? So are we... Am I pausing for a moment for you for spoilers? We are just getting to the Hourglass Twins. We spent some time over on Brittle Hollow. I'm doing well. We are solo today. Boots needed a day off. But we have planets to explore. Just finished the game the other day. Okay, okay. Alright, and we're not working on the DLC. I don't know if you looked at the DLC yet, but I think it's going to be a while before I go over there, so... I assume it should be safe. Yeah, it's... I'm getting into it. It's... Something's coming. Versus I added a marker for Dark Bramble. Thought the locator now accounted for all of the Phantom Moon's locations, but sometimes the locator can't tell where the moon is. Perhaps there's a problem with the device. It's also possible there exists a 6th place in this star system to which the Phantom Moon travels. Of course. There's always more spaces. So this is... we're just getting over here to the Hourglass Twins. I am learning the hard way. Where I should and should not land my ship. Including which of the 2 planets I should or should not land my ship on. So we finished off on Brittle Hollow, having found the settlement. I'm blanking on what it was called, which is not unusual for me. And discovered that on top of the quantum moon, there is also a voice that the Nomai were hearing that they wanted to investigate as well. So I'm starting to wonder, is the quantum moon the end game that leads us to the void? Or does the voice lead us to the quantum moon as the end game, or does the quantum moon lead us to the voice as the end game? That was not there before, was it? I swear that wasn't there before. Oh. I see. This is slowly getting unburied. Does that mean... Yeah, I think that chamber is getting filled up slowly. Oh, that's very interesting. So there's going to be a bit of a race here, isn't there? Trying to swap between... Trying to explore what's in this little canyon here as quickly as we can until something gets blocked off, versus switching over to the Ash Moon to find what's over there. Alright, this is cool. Stop. Stop floating away. Stop floating away. There's a ship here. This is not my ship. Wrong one. Ow. Fine. Remembering we have a flashlight. That wasn't close, was it? Okay, that's Ryback. We should probably go fix our suit. That's the new signal. Hello. Chert! Hmm? Oh, it's you. I think your first launch went well, then. Welcome to the Hourglass Twins. Mind the sand now. What are you up to? Warnfell's noticed our star charts are out of date, so I came out here to update them. But something seems, how to put this, off. I've seen, what, 10 supernova by now? 12? They're in the double digits now, and that's, you know, not normal. Not normal at all. Was there something you needed? Yeah, how dangerous is that big column of falling sand? On a scale of 1 to dead, I'd give it a 7 or 8. Awfully pretty, though. Right now, sand is flowing from Ash Twin to Ember Twin, but did you know the process eventually reverses? We're not completely sure why the sand flows back and forth between the twins, but it seems to be a natural phenomenon. Oh, if you'd like to see something interesting, check out the other twin once a little more of the sand drains off. I promise you won't be disappointed. Is there something else you needed? Where should I explore here? To be honest, I haven't left this lake bed. I don't mean to brag, but I'm really quite good with the little scout, so I've been taking pictures of everything from right here at my campsite. Have you seen the old shipwreck site on Ember Twin's southern hemisphere? The one shooting a bright beam of light into the sky? It's not one of our own crashes, surprisingly enough. This one's a Nomai ship. You'll find Nomai ruins across the twins, but strangely, not a single settlement. Believe me, if there was one to see, I'd have seen it with my little scout. So where do they live? Out on the surface, clearly. Ember Twin is full of cave systems, though. Maybe the answer lies underground. What are you doing out here? Well, originally came out here to update our star charts. Now, though, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with the stars. There are so many, too many supernova. Why are so many stars dying out? I've never seen anything like this, so it's not just us. Frankly, I'm worried, and a little scared. Why are so many stars going supernova? I have no idea. Massive stars go supernova when they reach the end of their lifespan, so it's possible that the stars are older than we realized, or maybe our models are wrong and they don't live as long as we expected. Honestly, I'm not fond of either option. If our charts are wrong, what else is wrong? And our sun. No, I shouldn't jump to conclusions. I'm probably overlooking something. That's it. I just need to collect more data. Well, unfortunately, we're not overlooking. Hey, Lariska, welcome in. Ooh, I did find something. Found your notes in Addle Rock? Did you? I hope they were useful. The planet I mentioned may have been frozen solid, or just partially made of ice, like a much colder giant's deep. It's hard to say. It used to be the 5th planet in our star system. You'll notice, of course, that there's no such planet now. In its place is Dark Bramble, which, how to put this, grew into the space the 5th planet used to occupy. That is, Dark Bramble quite literally appeared at the center of the 5th planet and began destroying it from the inside out. Eventually, the planet shattered completely, and its shards were flying across space. Oh, so that's the danger of that flower that landed on Timberhearth, isn't it? Some of these shards collided with the celestial bodies in our solar system, such as the Addle Rock, which I believe is how its biggest crater was formed. Nope, I found more things. We're next, do you understand? Our sun, by heart's name, we're next. We are, you're not wrong. We've only got 22 minutes. In total. I don't know how much has passed. It's the stars, you see. All the stars are dying out. Oh, why did we have to be born at the end of the universe? And our sun, the star charts. Why? Why did I want to update them so badly? I didn't have to know, but no, oh no, I had to update the star charts. I had to go looking for things I shouldn't have, and now our sun is about to, oh. I don't feel well. I'd like to be alone, please. Oh. Okay, I found something, yes. Oh, it's more dialogue. That was gonna be the same thing. Who cares? What does it matter? Nothing matters anymore. The sun is about to go supernova, and me, all my research, my life's work, wasted. Wasted, you understand? Is that it? Is that all we got, Chert? I guess we'll have to come back to you after the next supernova. Poor Chert. Come sit with me, my fellow traveler. Let's sit together and watch the stars die. Yeah, let's see what he does with that. That's a lovely thought. Is that how you're coping with this? Oh, wait. Does it help? Okay, I guess I'll sit with you and watch the star die. I have been out here longer than I thought I have. It's a really close view from up here. This seems unsafe. Sat with him. Yeah, does it actually let me sit? No, I already told him time loop. We'll have to actually sit next time. It's a shame they don't take their helmets off when they're in the trees here. Ryback hit oxygen too. There it goes. So it's not just our star system that I'm trying to save here or get us to escape from. I am, I guess, investigating or battling the end of the universe. Am I actually expecting to be able to do something about this, or is this just... Felt so bad they'd just be super sad, scared every loop. Yeah. And they're not the only one. We've also got Ryback, who's just terrified of the black hole and afraid to go anywhere. I need to come up with a technique to remember these voices that I'm doing for all the characters. It's a lot of characters. It's hard to keep track. Alright. I feel like we spent like 18 of those 22 minutes just trying to land on the Hourglass Twins. Round 2. There's a whole lot below. Alright, let's see what else we're gonna tell Shirt about. Let's put the suit on before we forget. Yes. What are you up to? Ah, yes, yes, we did this already. Found something. Found no my writing about the quantum moon. Oh yes, everyone loves a good mystery, don't they? Who wouldn't wonder about a moon that's sometimes there and sometimes not? We've observed the quantum moon orbiting each of the 5 planets, but sometimes it's quite simply disappeared from the sky altogether. Maybe there's another place it travels to. Fortunately, if there is, I've never seen it. Perhaps if I take a closer look at these star charts. Do we leave the ship here? It seems like this is a pretty safe place to leave. Ooh. Oh yeah, this was all buried in sand. How much down here is actually interesting? I wonder if this sandspout is the Ash Twin project. Also, I'm noticing there's very different gravity between Ember Twin and Ash Twin. Now I'm losing time. I love when sci-fi game physics put thought to different gravity. Ooh. Sunless City, okay. Crash Site Caves. Oh, hang on. Okay. So is there a way down from right up here? Doesn't look like it. Ow. You're fine. Really? Welcome in. Oh. Concerning. Yeah, this planet is hard to wander around. Alright. Our ship is on the opposite side of the planet. We need to refuel. We're good. We're good. Yeah, everyone can hear now. Welcome in. Alright. Back to where we started. Ow. Don't even worry about it. Let's see what's up here first. Oh. Floor text. Coleus is missing. He vanished from the lake bed cave. One at the bottom of the... how do I scroll? Oh, there we go. One at the bottom of the dry lake bed at the North Pole several days ago, and we're unable to find any trace of him. I don't know how much air he had when he disappeared. I beg any friend reading this, help us recover Coleus. Oof. This rock is very familiar. Did you travel here, my sedimentary friend? Because your unique color and texture appears identical to a rock I met earlier. Wasn't this same rock fragment in the cave we found at the bottom of the dry lake bed, the North Pole? We plan to re-examine the northern lake bed cave. Maybe our friendly rock will meet us down there. Is that Coleus? An update. Miller and I went back to the lake bed cave and observed this rock again. Sometimes it's there, and sometimes it isn't. That means this rock wanders like the quantum moon does. How curious. Okay, alright. More quantum moon shards out here. What's down there? We don't want to land in any cacti. Not good for our suit. Surprisingly. Ooh, okay. Alright, we've seen one of these on Brittle Hollow. This one is not in the best shape. Shuttle is currently resting at the Comet. Gravity cannon. All the shuttle home. Same deal. Don't land in the cactus. Not good for you. Goes. Here we have the Sunless City again. Aha. What do we do about the cactus? Can't shoot through it. Not that I want to go that way anyway, because, yeah. No ghost matter? Really? appear our situation may be dire. Pi, Poke, and I landed here on this comet not long after its arrival in this star system. Our shuttle's equipment heard strange energy readings coming from somewhere beneath the surface. Pi and Poke were able to locate a fissure in the ice on the comet's sunward side, and they descended inside to investigate the source of the readings. But Pi and my sister have been gone for a long time now. They haven't contacted me since descending below the surface either. Should I leave the shuttle to look for them? I want to follow protocol, but I don't know what I'll do if they aren't well. Poke, Pi, come back to me safely, my friends. Well, that's... What does that do? Takes us to drift, I see. I don't know where I ended up. Very curious about what to do with this. Oh! What am I reading? No, I'm just reading this again. Sand's starting to fill up. Hey, Maple. Welcome in. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Running out of fuel. Yep. Call me out on my posture. Thank you for the care package. That's not what I'm doing. Alright, ship is this way. Sand is starting to fill up. This must be church ship. Hope this helps. No, you're back. So have you noticed anything unusual about the stars lately? Something seems... how to put this? Off. We've seen what? 10 supernova already? Yeah, we've had this. Okay, so he's not panicking yet. Watch out for the stars. I mean, sand. Oh, there's... yeah. We go this way or just the other way? Thought I overshot that one for sure. Hello. We found it. Happens I guess standing on it is still observing it. Maybe not with my eyes, but one of my senses. Uh-oh. Read fast. Friends, if you find any sign of Coleus, I implore you to tell me. He vanished without a trace during our research trip. He's been missing ever since. Mallory, some of us from the Sunless City are here to help search for Coleus. Can you tell us more about your expedition? You have my gratitude, Burr. Coleus and I were studying the cave's geology. We hope to learn more about a unique and wandering rock that visits several different caves in the area. Where was young Coleus lost, Mallory? He disappeared in the cave at the bottom of the dry lake bed at the North Pole. It happened in an instant and without warning. I turned away from Coleus to examine a sample, and when I turned back, he simply wasn't there anymore. He had a limited supply of air, Nona. I'm afraid for him. Speaking of limited supply of air. Yep, this sand is getting in the way. Alright, I think we're very limited on what we can find here. Now go back to the ship. Well, everything's filled up like this, so let's see what we can find on the Ash Twin. Don't see a way in over there. Oh. Okay. This is supposed to send me somewhere. Is it on? Scroll over here somewhere. Oh, there's two of them. This one's definitely broken. It's not in your hands. Sandstorm is coming straight here. Okay. We've got an ad starting up in about 30 seconds. Yeah, I thought I heard that music starting. Well, we're gonna let this reset during the ad, and I'm gonna switch over to break screen. I'll pause once we get the reset. Yep, there's the ad break. For those of you who can still hear me, now's a good time to stand up, stretch, take a bio break, whatever you need to do. Be back in a few minutes. And welcome back. I swear it feels like the 22 minutes going by faster on the Hourglass Twins. A lot to explore underneath here. Still not sure what these are. One of these is on Brittle Hollow, too. Escape pod. We need status reports for all systems, but initial things first. Is everyone unharmed? Our escape pod's passengers are afraid, but physically well. No, not everyone survived the crash. This is a relief at last. You have my gratitude, Burr. Were you able to find the other escape pod's distress signals? I can hear both signals somewhere in the star system, but I don't believe either escape pod crashed on the same planet as us. One of them ended up on Brittle Hollow. Guess that's where they were. I'm gonna sleep so good tonight. What? Oh, no, not the glasses. Alright, alright. There they go. Oh. Oh, okay, so each of the lines is... That is hard to tell what I'm doing. Begin flight log. Escape pod 2. Vessel has been mortally injured. Emergency signal is activated, awaiting departure from vessel. Launching escape pod 3. Now launching escape pod 2. Alert, collision imminent. Preparing for impact. Scanning external environment. Scan complete. External temperature is prohibitively high. Verdict inhospitable. Do not seek shelter on planet surface. I don't know what that emote is, Lariska. I can't see it. Heat from this star system's sun is more bearable below the surface. Our escape pod punctured this planet's surface. It broke into what scans show is a cave system with much cooler air. I would recommend we seek a site down there to build a long-term shelter, no, but these passengers are amazed. Even with this danger, there's still our best chance for survival. We'll form teams and descend into the caves to look for a shelter site. We can mark our findings on the walls to avoid becoming irreversibly lost. Be cautious, everyone. Be aware of the sand as you search. It appears to be rising gradually. Oh, so they didn't do this to the planet. It's not to say the Nomai didn't do this to the planet, but these Nomai specifically. Emergency escape hatch. Keep moving, friends. There's nothing of interest at the end of this passage but rocks. While these rocks are interesting, they can wait until a less urgent time. Not follow this tunnel to its end. Police and I will examine the horror that lies at its terminus later, providing we live through this. Alright, so we've got some cliff notes. We found an enormous cavern at the end of this passage that appears promising. I believe we should construct a long-term shelter there. The cavern Melloray found is a wise choice for shelter. One of you mark directions for the others to follow? This is the start of the path to the shelter site. I've left directions to guide you there. Of note, you must hurry, as the pathway there is filling with sand. Do not allow yourself to be buried by sand, and make sure no one is lost. Of note, this passage leads to breathable air. Refill your supplies tank here. We cannot tell how far or deep these tunnels may wind. Do not linger, as the area is exposed to the heat of this alien sun. So I guess they crashed without enough suits for everybody. Refill your air supply tank and return quickly. Do they fuel for us here, too? Would have been convenient. Just saying. I can tell I'm getting lost in the sauce of my own voices. Yeah. I gotta find a way to keep track of them. Alright, I want to see what the horrors are. First, let's go look at rocks. Yep, those are some rocks. I don't believe Russ was leading us astray. Now let's look at horrors. Aha! There's another way down here, too. There's some notes there that I'm very interested in. I do believe if I go down there, I will be trapped. Anglerfish, yeah. It's the second one we've seen. The shelter site is somewhat convoluted, so follow the instructions ahead closely. Okay, so this is the right way to go. Let's go the wrong way first. I see. Sandy. Reach the shelter site, walk forward until you meet the sandfall at the pit, then turn left. You need the room filled with rock column formations and climb upward through the opening above them. The sand here is rising, so you must be cautious but swift. Just walk forward until you meet the sandfall at the pit, then turn left. We'll get lost in tunnels another time. Let's go see what Coleus is directing us to. And then climb. Okay, one way to go from here. Be cautious crossing the chasm ahead. The bridge Melloray and I crafted will do its job, but it isn't strong. I see. Animation Anakin complaining about sand. Once on the far side, look for the tunnel hidden behind the falling sand. Follow it, and you'll reach the shelter site. Wait, what? Using the scanner thingy? That is... I gotta refund you that one, Acorn. That is, like, the core mechanic of the game. We can't progress without it. Where are my refunds on this? Did you want me to climb through the sand? Is that what it was? On the far side, look for the tunnel hidden behind the falling sand. Okay. Doing well. Only a little further left to go now until you reach the shelter site. You can rest there. Hurry before the sand comes. I assume that's gonna be up here. Nice. And stairs. Anglerfish fossil overlook. Okay. Got a lot of nomai skeletons out here. A lot of cactus. Bookshelf with no books on it. So we build the sun station to power the Ash Twin project. I almost can't comprehend this as being suggested seriously. The purpose of the sun station goes against every standard we hold ourselves to, and everything we believe in as a species. Unsurprisingly, I disagree, pushing a possible new technology further than ever before. That, in my experience, is the defining characteristic of our species. If we fail, and the probability of this is not insignificant, we will without question destroy ourselves, all life here, and the rest of this star system. I wish to protect these species. Potential annihilation of an entire star system is too severe a cost. We shouldn't build the sun station no matter how badly we want the knowledge that comes with it. Fear of failure is a poor reason not to try. I believe if we're cautious, the sun station will work. I believe in Pi. Poke, I'm deeply honored. Idea, I comprehend your position. However, if we aren't all but certain the sun station will not cause destruction once we've built it, then I won't support the station's use. Are there other ways to generate this level of power? Theoretically, yes. Practically, no. I can't imagine discovering them in our lifetime. I understand this proposal is unsettling, but the sun station must be built if we hope to complete the Ash Twin project. Anglerfish Overlook District 3. Stepping Stone District 2. High Energy Lab Trailhead 1. Eye Shrine District 4. Sand is rising. And quickly. Yes, this does light stuff up. This lights a lot of stuff up. That first one we lit up is completely buried in sand. I feel like that probably goes to the surface. It does not. Okay. This is where we came in. Puncture our suit on a cactus. Didn't like that. Gravity cannon. Got crystals. Which means we've probably got ghost matter. We don't. Okay, so I know where this is. It's down there. There? No, but that is interesting. Ah, good. Okay. It's gonna be our way in after the reset. Can't imagine that's gonna be too long from now. Found the ghost matter. Hey, I put my glasses back on. The longest 5 minutes of my life. Your life? I'm the one without glasses here. This cave is filling up. How do we get in there? Nothing there, okay. Don't think there's much more that we can do here. Hey, cat. Welcome in. Thank you for the lurk. Oxygen, low on fuel. Ow. So now at this point... So I feel like this is the context for where to start explore. Oh. That's fine. We needed to reset anyway. Now I know what happens when we get trapped in a cave when there's sand. Nice light. Suit first, suit first. There's our sun. Speaking of sun station. If we could not run face first into this planet. I guess that's one way to land. I see. I actually just need some duct tape. Yep. This is fine. Wow, I can't believe the supernova happened so fast. May have overshot it just a little bit. Okay. Okay, we got this. It's fine. It's fine. See, we're all good. We're great drivers. We never crashed the ship. No problem. Alright, let's see what's on floor 1. think I want to keep them unlit. Do 1 and 2. Here we have the high energy lab. Okay, learn something. How do we get around that? That's where we came from. Rude. Good. I think once that fills up with a little bit more sand, we should be able to get across a little easier. The stepping stone cave. Is this a way up? Yeah. Ooh, hello. Maybe we're meeting in the fossil fish cave to play the game. If you're too big to climb through the anglerfish overlook hole. Oh. I have to go to the long way, but it isn't far. Go to Stepping Stone Cave, and then up into the Fossil Fish Cave. Okay. Try to get to the Fossil Fish through Stepping Stone Cave, but I can't find the entrance. Where is it? Remember to feed the fossil fish first. If you go to the anglerfish overlook and throw a light into his mouth, he'll show you the way. Oh. Target can't fit through the anglerfish overlook hole anymore because he grew bigger. He's taller than Levy now. Who cares? Ilex is still the tallest. Broken. Something in there. We're playing a fossil fish game tonight. Got the fossil fish a new lantern. If you go to Stepping Stone Cave, the entrance to the fossil fish cave is easy to see now. Gratitude, Solanum. It's good you're small enough to climb in through the hole at the anglerfish overlook. I'm still small enough. You won't be for long. Mom and Dad are tall, so you and I will be tall too. Go Stepping Fish Stove. Stepping Stone Cave. Yeah, okay, we'll do an oxygen refresh. Is there fuel over here too? That would be nice. I don't think so. Alright, Stepping Stone Cave. think I understand why they call it Stepping Stone Cave. Careful, that's the edge. Oh! You're already inside. Okay. I think I missed my opportunity for the first floor. Didn't get to see the answer for which one of these holes is it. If it's any of them. I might have had to go down to get access to it. Yeah, floor 1 is completely submerged at this point. Ah. Fine, fine. Where am I going? Do I know where I'm going? Yep. No fuel. We're working on that. There we go. Why do my emotes not have a proper name? Why do I still have the audible prefix? Because I don't like the alternative that they've given me. So I'll stick with the old username. Alright. Do you believe... Nope, not yet. This is dangerous, though. Yep, nope, that's it. I don't like that sound. Let's take a second to check the log. Several large nomai towers form a ring around Ashland's equator. Nomai debated building a sun station in order to power the Ash Twin project. Nomai built something called the Sun Station, but not everyone supported its construction. Nomai City built into the walls of a huge underground cavern. The city is divided vertically into 4 districts. The Nomai debated building a sun station in order to power the Ash Twin project. Several Nomai opposed construction, arguing that failure could result in the destruction of the solar system. Is that what's happening? Church camp. Yep. Anglerfish fossil. Oh. I see. Okay. We know what to do now. Let's not crash into the Addle Rock. What is that? Dark bramble. Ah, there you are. So what we have learned of this stream is these arrows are indicating my direction of travel up, down, left, and right of the planet. So if it starts pointing off in the wrong direction, I need to compensate in that direction. Fix the landing. Getting better at that, I think. Hope. we came from. Do we have to go around this way? This is amazing! Look inside the cave. How did this come to rest here? We haven't encountered others in these caves. I think this is a rare find. An update. We need to find a way inside quickly, Mallory. Because when I returned here to search for an entrance to the cave, there was children playing on the specimen. What we can see, Coleus, and I believe the specimen must be very old indeed. Imagine what we might learn if we could examine it. We both agree it's unlikely this dry planet is this horror's place of origin, especially considering what we observed during the vessel's evacuation. Clearly this hole is too small for it to have fit through. Hypothesis, there is another entrance to this cave. If there is, Coleus and I will find it. We can't leave valuable information undiscovered. Okay. Ah, I see. Okay. How do we get all the way up? Another surface to step on? Yes. Oh. Those are the kids. It's a way out. Where was it when we ended last time is the anglerfish. Rule change. The anglerfish now has to wear a blindfold. Do not pink. Peek. Pink. Do not pink. Why are we changing it? It's too hard if you can't see anything. And Pi says real anglerfish are blind, so you have to wear a blindfold. The rule stands. Rule update. It's okay if younger kids don't wear the blindfold when they're it. The rest of us will still wear it for scientific accuracy and to make the gaming more even. The rest of us, little fish, line up against one wall. When the anglerfish says to go, the little fish sneak across to the other side. If the anglerfish catches you, you're eaten. Last little fish to be caught is new anglerfish. Old anglerfish gives the new anglerfish the blindfold and becomes a little fish. Hey, where does this go? Oh, just up. Hey. Hey. Anglerfish study. The long growth protruding from its head is bioluminescent. Perhaps it used this growth to attract prey? A lure? An update. Mallory, while I was here making sketches of the anglerfish, they observed the children I saw earlier playing here again. They've added a rule to their game that incorporates our research. It's wonderful. This anglerfish digestive tract suggests death by starvation. Visually, the specimen appears to be of the same species as the anglerfish and dark bramble. We don't believe it originated from this planet. What's this? Let's see. Wait. Stop that. We might have been a little bit in orbit there. It's fine. Ow. We're gonna come refuel. We're going this way. Okay, we missed that, but we have learned. Get around this way. Oh, nope, it's way too late. These are the holes we got to watch it from. Did I not read this? I didn't read this. Entirely delighted. It's never too early to appreciate biology. Oh yeah, they incorporated the research. I see. Can't access this from the other side. Alright, let's go to the ship. We're gonna switch planets. Already got another ad break coming up? Not a landing pad. Also not safe. Let's land here. I don't think enough sand has come out yet. I get why they call it the Hourglass Twins now. It makes sense. Oh, we're upside down here. Okay. That's disorienting. I keep thinking there's gonna be something in the back. Here's our first delivery, Yarrow. One warp core fresh from the Blackpool Forge. Root is installing this core sibbling on Brittle Hollow as I write this. I wish I could wait here for you to arrive, but the Forge, my unfinished work there, is calling. I'll return with more materials soon. My gratitude, Clary. With this, the Astron project is underway. I confess, I'm deeply curious about what you and Pope found on the White Hole Station that started this project. I visit sometime to learn more. I recommend you do. The White Hole Station is the model for the towers being built for the Ash Twin project, so a visit to the station would be doubly useful. I suppose more precisely, I would like to visit the White Hole Station with you, Clary. Yarrow, stop using this scroll wall to flirt with my sister. In romantic matters, her destiny rivals a neutron star's, and go meet her on the White Hole Station. I'd be happy to explain our findings. Interesting. Okay. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Yeah, I don't need my scalp to be there. Let me in, let me in, let me in. This is cool. Where do you send me? Or are you too broken to work? Oh, yeah, it's coming up. We're gonna go on break here. Once again, good opportunity. Stand up, stretch, go refresh your beverage, whatever you gotta do. Take a bio break. We'll be back in a few minutes. And welcome back. I'm not sure this is actually going to send me anywhere. That looks awfully damaged up there, but I don't know if that needs to be intact. I'll be honest, I might take a bit of a detour from the Hourglass Twins, because I'm curious about that escape pod on Brittle Hollow. We did leave a lot yet unexplored on Brittle Hollow. Oh. That sends me to Timber Hearth. Okay. Oh, thank you for the stretch maple and the posture check. I did actually get up during the break, so my posture is not going too bad. Let's not save it. Broken. So we'd need to find another way in. I still don't know what these towers are. I know they're powering a sun station. Got that much. This is what we've done already, yep. This is the direction we came from. Actually, I don't think so. Oh. Okay, these faces are the Nomai's masks for their suits. Where does this one go? Okay, we don't want that one. We're not ready for that yet. Bramble Hollow. Some time has passed since I checked in with you, Pi. How are you and Idea progressing with the Sun Station plans? Presently, my assessment is that our plan will either fail explosively or succeed explosively. Yes, we've read this, okay. I need a way in there somehow. That's totally not what I wanted to happen there. We're stuck. Yep, there goes our oxygen. That is not an effective way around. We have learned this. Alright, I'm gonna detour back to Little Hollow. Let's go see what was in that escape pod. So on. Have to land precisely right there. Is everyone unharmed? No one was badly injured from the escape pod's impact. We're incredibly fortunate. This is good news, at least. Have we heard from Escape Pod 2 or Escape Pod 3? No, I'm unable to make contact. My equipment can hear the other two escape pods' distress signals, however. If it's any comfort, both pods must be structurally intact. I'll continue calling for them. My gratitude. If we can... Thatch, the moon is approaching again. Embrace yourselves swiftly. The volcanic moon has returned. Be cautious of falling ash and debris. I believe the moon has passed. This planet doesn't appear eager to have guests. We're certainly unwelcome on its surface. We need to find shelter, and quickly. The volcanic moon won't be gone for long. We reserve several promising sites below the surface, but we'll need to construct a way for everyone to climb safely down this cliff. Perhaps we could build platforms. Inside, please. Scanning external environment. Scan complete. Minor structural instabilities detected. Pockets of breathable air detected. Adequate solar energy detected. Verdict hospitable. Alert. Collision imminent. Preparing for impact. Launching escape pod 3. Launching escape pod 2. Now launching escape pod 1. In-flight log. Escape pod 1. Vessel has been mortally injured. Emergency sequence activated. Awaiting departure from vessel. Okay. And yeah, that's it. That brings us down to the bridges they've constructed. These ones are still intact. Use caution. A black hole sleeps below. You must not slip. So they didn't create the black hole. Note, be sure not to wander far from here. Though this area is somewhat unstable, it's safer than any we've found so far. Temporary settlement is finished, but remember to be cautious of falling rocks and dust created by meteor impacts. The gravity crystals up there. Whoa. Oh, hi. This knowledge is too dear to lose. Here is everything we can recall about the signal we encountered while aboard the vessel. The signal was older than the universe itself. This is the most significant detail. None of my clan has ever encountered anything like it. How can anything in this universe be older than the universe itself? Imagine what rare and profound knowledge it might offer. We must find this eye of the universe. Eye of the universe, that's what it was. The signal looks like an eye, round with a circle at the center, much like a pupil. I suppose the signal was looking for something. Interesting. Sentient signal. And there's all of that walkway. Where does that even go? Given concern about our settlement's stability, where should we construct a new, less temporary shelter? We need to stay close to the escape pod so Felix can monitor incoming messages. We can't be rescued if we aren't present to respond. I don't believe anyone is coming to save us, Thatch. Now we must save ourselves. I agree. We're here because the eye's signal called to us and we followed. If we're here to find it, we need to not merely survive, but thrive. That is a wise point, Plume, and eloquently made. If moving to the northern glacier will keep us safer, then that is what we should do. I believe we should migrate to the northern glacier. Oh, I did this in the wrong order. What if we use gravity crystals to craft a stable path? Building beneath the crust again would shelter us from the volcanic moon's eruptions. Yeah, so that's what they did. So this is the pathway to the North Pole City. Northern Glacier City. Alright, let's finish exploring the temporary structure first, because I believe this is going to take me to where I maybe cheated a little bit. Look out! Look out below! Look out for the gravity hole! For should you slip, lose your grip, then into space you'll go. Wait a second. No, that's not where Ryback was. It's the hardest part of this tragedy, not knowing what we may have lost. Is the hardest part of this tragedy not knowing what we may have lost? Will the hardest part come later when we learn? Be well, Aunt Milleray. This is a maze. Okay, I know where we are. That's where I went around. I was exploring that. So we are very limited in how much time we have to check this area out. Oh, I missed so much out here. Get up there. I can hear the other escape pod's distress signals, which gives me hope. Foley, are you still here? I'm unsure how to survive in this place without you. I'm unsure how to be me without you. Oh. Oh, Kosa. Can't understand. Why did this vessel crash in that place? We warped to follow that curious signal from the eye of the universe. Where we arrived was wrong. It wasn't where we tried to go. Suppose it wasn't a problem with the vessel, but with our destination. I'm afraid for our friends in Escape Pod 3. Was the vessel unwell in some way? No, Winona and I checked for the warp, and the warp core and navigation systems were both well. So... Bramble Rock? Yeah, that's where we just were. Full story of this is starting to connect for me. Gravity crystals. A lot of them. Just here. Yeah, we have to go out and explore the universe to, find out the mystery of all the stars going supernova. Maybe we're gonna save the universe in doing so. But, yeah, why don't we also read some tragedy while we're at it? My brother wasn't in Escape Pod 1 with us. Was he in Pod 2? Pod 3? Was he able to board an Escape Pod at all? We sacrificed too much arriving here. I will not allow our clan's greatest loss to be in vain. What happened to their ship? It looked like their ship got taken over by whatever has taken over Ramble Rock. Ramble Rock, Ramble Hollow? We'll find out when we get there. Not just an ancient race that, was studying things, learning things, and trying to invent new technology, but started with crash landing. Pain of your absence is sharp and haunting, and I would give anything to not know it. Anything but never knowing you at all, which would be worse. I only hope that you're safe, Keek, wherever you are. Keek. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to go through and reread so much of this. I can't believe how much of this I've missed. It's only just starting to connect for me. So, I believe that piece is probably there at the start of all this. No, that didn't work. Ow. It's been a while since we've been here. And if this were just a matter of... Yeah, we'll have a critical. Okay. Now. Fine. So we are jettisoning oxygen. In place of fuel now. Hopefully we've got enough to get back to the ship. If I can find a way up. This might be it. Not exactly an opportune parking spot. Oh, we might make it. I'm about to hear the music start, aren't I? Did the... I think the escape pod ended up in the hole. Nope, there it is. Alright, so we already know we can't make it across that way. In fact, there's even less to make since we warped. Is there anything else to explore out here? Did we find it all? Yeah, if it were just a matter of, like, it's an ancient race and, you know, we just evolved, that would be one thing, but, like, the kid skeletons in the cave with the anglerfish, something happened. I'm not sure there's much more we can find here on this run. So yeah, there's even less pathway here than there was before. How has this planet lasted this long? It's starting to seem like every planet is going to have that point in time where... or have those parts to explore where if you don't get to those parts in time... and you gotta wait for the next run, and you gotta make a beeline for that spot. Yeah, 50% fuel is fine. There's the music. Wait a second. I don't know, I thought maybe if I flew at it at the right timing, I could get inside before the supernova exploded. If that's the case, that's not the right timing. Yeah. Shuttle's equipment heard strange energy readings coming from somewhere near the surface. Two of the Nomai located on a fissure in the ice on the interloper's sunward side. They descended inside to investigate. Nomai landed on the interloper not long after its arrival in the solar system. The shuttle's equipment heard strange energy readings coming from somewhere beneath the surface. Clary, the Nomai who stayed behind, lost contact with the other two after they descended into the interloper's surface. Huge cylindrical structure that generates a strong upward gravity field. I recalled a Nomai shuttle from the interloper. Where's the interloper? Nomai warped to this solar system in a spaceship called the Vessel. They were attempting to follow a signal from the Eye of the Universe. The vessel crashed somewhere in Dark Bramble. The vessel's warp core broke when the ship crashed in Dark Bramble. Okay. One of the 3 Nomai escape pods never made it out of Dark Bramble. Mural of a Nomai vessel encountering a signal. Mural of Dark Bramble ensnaring the Nomai vessel. Mural of 3 escape pods evacuating the Nomai vessel. Constructed a temporary settlement beneath their crashed escape pod. The Nomai worked together to recall an eye-shaped signal they encountered while aboard the vessel. The signal was somehow older than the universe itself. The Nomai decided to call it the Eye of the Universe. The Nomai abandoned this settlement over growing concerns about its stability. 3 Nomai escape pods that crashed in our solar system. All 3 escape pods were launched from something called the vessel, which was badly damaged. My children used to play a game here. One player was anglerfish and wore a blindfold. The rest of the children, the little fish, lined up against one wall. The anglerfish said go. The little fish had to sneak across the other side. The blindfold rule was added because real anglerfish are blind. The adult Nomai were delighted to see the children incorporate their research into the game's rules. Yep, I still have to get into that bottom floor. Several large towers form a ring around Ashton's equator. Whitehole Station was used as a model for these towers, which were built for the Ashton project. Oh, there's so much more on the Quantum Moon. Nomai noticed a strange wandering rock that appeared in multiple caves on Ember Twins' northern hemisphere. I found a strange rock shard that moves when I'm not watching. It emits the signal in the quantum fluctuation frequency. When I was first spotted in a cave at the bottom of the dry lake bed at Ember Twins' north pole. A Nomai named Coleus mysteriously vanished from a cave at the bottom of the dry lake bed at Ember Twins' north pole. A Nomai device created to track the Quantum Moon's location. The Nomai hypothesized the Quantum Moon might be a form of macroscopic quantum mechanics. Quantum Moon travels to a total of 5 locations. Quantum Moon sometimes disappears, possibly to an unknown 6th location. The Nomai on Brittle Hollow observed a phantom moon that would sometimes appear in the sky. The Nomai on Ember Twin observed a moon that would disappear when no one was watching. A Nomai named Solanum landed a shuttle on the Quantum Moon. Schert's research notes mention the Quantum Moon that no Hearthian has been able to land on. We still have all this that we're still looking for. Shuttle's equipment heard strange energy readings coming from somewhere beneath the surface of the Nomai located a fissure in the ice of the interloper's sunward side that descended inside to investigate. Let's not make that mistake. Alright, I'm gonna go back to Brittle Hollow. I want to follow that path, but I think it just leads me to the city I managed to cheat my way into by just flying my ship to the upside-down platform. Hey, slow down. I don't even need landing mode for that one. It's fine, we're fine. Didn't actually have to go inside, I could have just gone around. Cut. Suddenly this seems a lot more stable. This was not the way up there to the ceiling. That, however, is the way to here. Brittle Hollow again. So we are on Hourglass Twins here. Well, still very much intact right now. Ow. Fine. Look, there's no red on me. I can still go around. I don't have to go up. There was that first tower that fell. Nope, 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 nope. We're going back in the hole. No. Where's the... Ah, dang it. We're fine. Hey, Ryback. We got, have we told... Oh, we do have more. Found the Nomai escape pod in Brittle Hollow. Wow, so the Nomai probably came here from somewhere outside the solar system. They must have been in trouble when they launched their escape pod. What kind of trouble? Where did the escape pod launch from? I'm so curious. It's an amazing discovery. I hope we can find out more about how and why the Nomai arrived here. Isn't it amazing? Hard to believe the settlement is still standing, but there it is. Well, not for long. It really makes you appreciate living somewhere like Timberhearth, you know, somewhere that isn't being constantly bombarded with meteors and rocks and stuff. You visited the Hanging City? Oh gosh, how was it? Was it amazing? Was it beautiful? Was it scary? Hanging City is where the Nomai settlement settled permanently on Brittle Hollow. It was their most advanced settlement here. Why they chose to build their most advanced settlement so close to you-know-what is beyond me. Maybe that kind of thing makes sense to a Nomai, though. Maybe they need the black hole for something. I mean, there's another Nomai city inside of Ember Twin? It's incredible. A whole city, and I had no idea it existed. This is great. How do they keep the sand out? If it were me, I'd be nervous about getting buried in the caves by that awful river of sand. Gosh, the Nomai sure were ingenious, building an entire settlement underground. In the city. Wow. It means there were two groups of Nomai, one that lived on Ember Twin and one that lived here on Brittle Hollow. But they must have traveled around the solar system, since Nomai writing can be found on other planets, too. B and X are apparently the same thing here. Aha. All that effort to take the alternate path, and, it just took waiting a little bit for Brittle Hollow to fall apart a little more. Nice perimeter line around the crater there. Beautiful. Where we wanted to be. think the missing settlement pieces that we were still reading was right here. Yep. I think we passed check maple. And the stretch. And the hydrate. I don't think we really made any progress since last time we checked the screen. I think we're reaching the point where we should wrap up and come back to this tomorrow. There's definitely a lot more to explore on the Hourglass Twins. Where is this sun station? There. No, that's the Hourglass Twins themselves. Okay, stop traveling away from the sun, please. Who's that? Hearth. Has it just been the Hourglass Twins this whole time that I've been watching? Little hollow. That's Dark Bramble. That's the Interloper. Too fast, too fast, too fast. Ah. Oh. Bad. Alright, we'll switch to break. We'll go a little bit longer. See what we can find on the interloper. But in the meantime, go on break. Pause in the game. Stand up, stretch, refresh your beverage, take a bio break, whatever you need to do. Be back in a couple minutes. And welcome back. I don't want to spend too much time on the interloper. We'll give it a little bit. We'll check it out just a little bit. How do we get in? Is this thing headed straight for the sun? Yes, yes it is. Noted. It's gonna be the time limitation on the interloper. still want to know what that is. It's already gone. No, it's not. There it is. That's Giant's Deep's gravity cannon. I don't think there's actually a spot I can land my ship. No gravity. Control module. Probe tracking module. Launch module. It's just 3, right? This is control. Yep, that's control module again. You're flashing. That looks unsafe. Wait. It's fine. Probe tracking. This module gone. Well, this has been broken for a long time. Mallow. My better 50%. Cassava is sending the last of the cannon components. Soon, relatively speaking, we'll know the eye's precise location. Oh. The thought of concluding our elder's curious and challenging search increases my heart's temperature, my love. Cassava tells me he and the construction yard crew determined a power setting we are not under any circumstances to go above. I see, and I'm right to think that consequently we'll be ignoring that setting. I can posit with nearly 100% certainty our friends have accounted for our nature, so I suggest we do. Given the orbital probe cannon, all the power it can structurally withstand creates the greatest chance of finding the eye of the universe. Yes, the probe must travel as fast as it can, as far as it can. We'll make some adjustments. Bad news, Avens. Yara says there was a problem with the probe's power source, so the orbital probe cannon won't be asked to fire. I hope you're pulling my locomotive limb here, Cassava. I wish I were, my friend, but no. They aren't certain they can fix the problem, so orbital probe cannon is on indefinite hiatus. Tell Privet and Mallow they should return from the cannon. My spouse and I will man the construction yard for now. An update. Mallow and I will join you and Daz. Privet left to visit her brother. She fears Idea may feel responsible. Whoa. And then something else entirely. Can't get close enough to read it. What I can do okay. There we go. 7 minutes, 11 seconds ago, request to join launch probe received from Ashford Project. 7 minutes, 11 seconds ago. Cannon aligned with randomly selected probe trajectory. Gravity field activated. In launch log. Orbital probe cannon. Launch request received. Probe launch successful. Probe tracking module is receiving data from probe. Warning, orbital probe cannon structure compromised during launch. Damage to multiple modules detected. Somehow this was not an off-topic detour. Well, of course it's not an off-topic detour. I don't think any detour is going to be an off-topic detour here. Orbital probe cannon damage report. Severe structural stress detected. Assessing damage to modules. Impact, no structural damage. Viewport window fractured. Module exposed to vacuum of space. Probe tracking module missing. I cannot actually interact with the model. It is not solid. What is that? Broken remains of Nomai space station orbit around Giant's Deep. There are 3 access ways branching off from the central hub area. The orbital probe cannon was created to find the precise location of the eye of the universe. The Nomai pushed the orbital probe cannon above its maximum power setting to create the greatest chance of finding the eye of the universe. But, like, right as we start... Control module recently received a request from the Ash Twin project to launch the probe. The cannon was aligned with a randomly selected probe trajectory. The probe was successfully launched, but the cannon's structural integrity was compromised in the process. Damage is detected in multiple modules. One of the orbital probe cannon's 3 modules, the launch module, looks heavily damaged. There's a huge breach in the glass viewport. The launch module's viewport window is fractured, exposing it to the vacuum of space. One of the orbital probe cannon's 3 modules, the probe tracking module, is receiving data from the launched probe. The Nomai computer reports the probe tracking module as missing. And the Nomai built the orbital probe cannon at a construction yard on Giant's Deep. On Giant's Deep. Giant's Deep looks like a gas giant. Can we land on it? Is there anything that we can do with these pieces? It doesn't look like it. Something is pushing us away. Appear to be able to enter that one. There's something of interest there. There's an out. Oh, there's another out. This one should be an inn. There we go. See. have to figure out how to fix that. But I think that's gonna be where we stop. Let's find our raid target. We'll give this a second. Alright, that's what we're gonna call it. Thank y'all for hanging out. Thank y'all for being here. We are going to... area starting the DLC. Let's go ahead and head on over. So, if you are not subscribed, go ahead and grab the first raid message. If you are subscribed, you can go ahead and grab the second one. Again, thank you all for hanging out. Thank you for being here. Appreciate y'all. We will continue on with this next week. I will work more on the Hourglass Twins, as well as I might let myself get a little distracted. But until then, head on over and check out the DLC. Have a good one.